everybody.
What up?
How's it going?
What's going on?
What's going on, everybody?
Julian is moving his computer. I think he's audibly there. Is that a word? I want to thank everybody for coming. I really do appreciate it. And I keep saying this, so our last live got 1,500 playbacks.
Wow.
So if you're watching this after the fact, please join us next Tuesday at 8 p.m. because it's always going to be on next Tuesday. And I appreciate you guys that watch after the fact, but we'd love to have you here live with us. So Julian, my co-host, is moving his computer, and I have two awesome guests. Joey has been on with me before, but it's been like, how long has it been? Like 6 months, Joey?
It's been a while. So that's why I was so excited. You asked me, I was like, of course I'll do it.
Yeah, I need to look back through my past guests. Like, that's how it was with Dave, like Tesla Picker. It was like 6 months, and I didn't even realize that he hadn't been on. Yeah. And Flippin Eric is to my left, I think. Is it my left? I don't know.
You're right.
You're right.
It's to my left when I'm looking. Okay, to my right for you guys. Brad said I had a 50-50 shot, and apparently I missed it. So I will make these guys big, and they can introduce themselves. Both of their channels are linked below. They both do have YouTube channels. So if you would like, subscribe to them. Joey, I will let you go first. You got this.
All right. What's going on, guys? This is Joey Bada Bing 22, your local mailman, and I'm a full-time reseller. That's my little intro on my YouTube videos. But I'm a full-time not YouTuber. Almost, I want to be, but I'm a full-time mailman, part-time reseller, and I just love what I do. I love this community. Everybody in here is just absolutely amazing. I'm so thankful to be here with Kat and Eric and Julian. You guys are awesome. I haven't met Eric yet. I know Julian, but that's why we're here to market and talk to each other. But I like to sell basketball cards, baseball cards. I'm really into shoes, hats, anything that will turn over. I just love reselling, and I can't wait to do it full time one day. I'm 23 years old, and I grind like nobody else. So I'm really excited to be here, and let's talk reselling. So let's get to know each other.
All right, Eric, you're
up. Joey, your beard is amazing.
Thank you.
I have a picture of me. Like, I don't have a beard now because I work at a hospital, but I have a picture of me when I got detained at the Canadian border with a beard about your size, and I love that picture. I should have put that picture on the thumbnail, but didn't do that. So anyway, I'm Flippin Eric, and I am from northern Utah, and I sell anything. I specialize in retail arbitrage. If you've watched my videos. I have a really good setup where I'm at because basically I'm off the beaten path, and my stores, like, I feel like I'm the only person here that does what I do. And so it's like cherry picking, man. It's crazy. And so sometimes I find myself with too much stuff. My passion is selling Nike shoes, especially the high-end ones, the Jordans, the collectibles. I source on Facebook Marketplace and wherever I can. And I'll never be a full-time reseller because I love having a 9-to-5, especially in healthcare. But I also love doing this as a hobby. So that's me. That's me right there.
Hold on. I'm pulling it. Okay. Sorry, guys.
There's Julian.
I'm back.
What's up?
So Richard is always here like super early, and he's an amazing mod in my chat. So Richard, thank you for coming in, and we appreciate you moderating. You guys see Julian catty corner to me. I can't get that one wrong. And Julian's had a few good videos here lately with some fishing stuff and $100 one. Listen, okay, guys, are you guys ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Super chat.
What do you guys think? Noel, thank you. $20.20 super chat. I appreciate it. I made that just for my super chats. Emily Conway made the sound, and I made the video. So I hope you guys like it. And I think it's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
I was waiting because I'm like, okay, I wanted to show it, but I had to have somebody. Richard's laughing because
I was about to send you something.
Richard got a sneak peek. Richard, I'll do this myself. Hold on, guys.
Did you film that dolphin?
I did not.
Is that in your backyard? Is that your pet dolphin?
Is it in your pool?
Right.
I'm going to Mexico in like, I don't know, real soon, and we're going to be swimming with dolphins. So I might have to get you a new clip. You can add that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I tried to find a cool one with them flipping, but I could not. Reselling buddies, I timed you out. Please do not spam the chat with your channel. I would appreciate it. I just timed you out. I didn't hide you, so stop, please. Carla, I love dolphins too. So where are you going swimming with dolphins, Eric?
So we're going to Cabo real soon. We're going to the Cabo Hard Rock. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's like 80% off to go to Mexico right now, and you can buy it now and go like up to 12 months from now. So it's a legit thing. I mean, you can pay for that with your eBay sale all day long and get out of your eBay funk, because I've been in a terrible eBay funk. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm totally
excited. When you say a funk, like what do you mean? Like are sales down, or you just burn out on it? What do you mean?
Sales are actually like through the roof. I just feel like really disconnected from my store, and like my man cave right now is never been messier. It's never been more unorganized. I have an employee that lists all my items, but I leave them in a queue until I price them and make sure that what she said is correct. And I just don't do it. I don't even look at it. I just don't. And I don't know. I've just basically been in a funk. I've been talking to Dante about that, and fundamentals of side hustling. Like I've been talking to him about how real reseller burnout can be. I mean, how do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, I was like that for a while with my mom's pictures. So it's almost like the drafts. Like my mom takes pictures, and I had like 50 in my phone, and I just didn't want to do it. For me, thrifting kind of gets me back into it because I love thrifting. I love picking, even though I have my insane death pile and don't need more stuff. So lately, my remedy to that is I'm only picking up like $50 or higher items. So obviously I'm not going to find as many, and then I can list them faster. So like I only picked up like 8 things at Florida's greatest yard sale that had like 50 vendors, and I picked up 8 things. So doing that has helped. And I mean, of course, obviously I would love to get more $50 plus items, but Marsha's saying she watches my videos for motivation. Thank you. I appreciate that. I go to the beach and stuff. Luckily we're here in Florida, so I do like get away. I'm bad about putting reselling into everything though. I will not lie. Like us going down south to the beach, we went and picked up auction stuff. So I'm kind of, yeah, I get burnout on it though and won't list for a while. And it just, I think sometimes you got to step away and take a break. I probably should take a vacation picking up stuff, but I have not done that. I know Julian went on vacation not long ago, went sourcing while he was on vacation too.
I did.
So what do you guys think as far as burnout?
Yeah, I've only been doing it for like a year, and it's been full time for a year. And I will switch up like what I actually post. Like if I'm posting like a lot of the same item over and over for like a week, I get kind of like bored real fast. So I'll have to switch it up. If I went through that golf club phase where all I did was pick up golf clubs and do that for like 2 weeks straight. And I was like, I gotta do something else. I'm sick of these golf clubs. So I'll go to jump to something else and then jump to something else. So, but it's true. You got to figure out like a balance there, because you'll definitely. Today's been like so down for me because I messed up, and I don't mess up a lot, so I had to give somebody a whole bunch of money back, and it's just one of them days. Tomorrow will be better.
Yeah, for me, I'm a full-time mailman, and for me, it's just really difficult to, right now, because we just had the election and just the political mail was just through the roof. Leaving for work at like 7, coming home at 7. It's just been a really long day. So I literally just come home and just like crash. But now that it's been over, it's been slowing down. I've been listing a lot more. So I've been selling a pretty good amount more, which is awesome. But I haven't had like a burnout. I'm burnout from my regular job, but I'm really excited because I really want to go full time here real soon. And me and Kat were talking about it, and I just want to put everything in place first before that happens. So I can't wait for that in the future.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to do it, but I want to make sure you're ready to do it.
No, I know.
Not just like jump off a cliff because you're excited for what's at the bottom.
Yeah.
You need that parachute, Joey. We did have a couple of questions come into my Instagram. I always post and ask if people have questions. One of them is how you should title an item if it has no brand. So for you guys, if you haven't, I can answer. I'll let you guys go first, though. How would you title an item if it didn't have a brand?
I'm fine just saying unbranded, but it depends on what it is. If it's just garbage from China or any other country, for that matter, I don't know. I've never had that problem. Like right now, I have a bunch of stuff from Alibaba, has no brand, no barcode, nothing. And I'm just fine saying it's unbranded. I don't see an issue with that. Do you guys?
I do. Like I lot of the things I get out of auction are like little figurines that don't have it, or I just sold this brass like religious thing and I just used like keywords. There was no brand on it or anything, so I just used descriptive keywords.
Right.
Basically, the only thing I've had unbranded was a cast iron like skillet, something that is just it's vintage. We'll say made in the USA, but you don't know what brand it is. That's the only thing I've had unbranded like that.
So I sell a lot of things that are unbranded, mainly pottery and like vintage stuff. So my thing would be almost like Julian was saying, like you need descriptive keywords. So your color, your size, like how tall something is. And then when it comes to like pottery and glass, mid-century modern or Art Deco, Art Nouveau, whatever style it is, if it's a shirt, I've had unbranded vintage shirts. I just put like, if it's a Hawaiian shirt, floral pattern, what size it is, the color. So I think getting like every little bit of descriptive words. I know Tracy said something about that as well. I'm trying to find it now. I can't find it. Oh yeah, best descriptive keywords that someone will search for. So if you were looking for that item that you're trying to sell, what would you put in that search box? Try and turn it around and think of it the opposite way of what you would look for. And go ahead.
If it's unbranded, it's got to be a cheap item.
So some of my most expensive items have sold over $100 that are unbranded.
Well,
but I do a lot of ceramics and glass and stuff.
Yeah, if it's vintage, I understand that. But I don't really. It's not like where you guys live. In Florida, I understand that like the vintage and like the garage sales are crazy. It's really not what it's like here. Like that's why I have to specialize in retail arbitrage, because I just don't find, 1800s collectibles and antiques and things like that. It's just not like that for me, and I wish it was, but it's not.
And that's the thing too, is everybody needs to learn what's available in your area, and you need to learn whatever that is, because like I would love to sell like more shoes or hats, but I don't come across them often here where I'm at. So that's just not something for me. But Calvin would always find, he's in Iowa, and he would find all these vintage farm hats worth $100 or more. So you got to find out what, like Dante saying, you get like the killer Lowe's deals too. So I mean, you gotta you definitely have to know what, like, you have that Lowe's. Like my Lowe's would never mark stuff down like you're seeing there. I've never seen it like that here.
Right. I have so many people tell me that. They're like, how do you get those deals at Lowe's and Home Depot? Like I'm literally paying like 10 cents or less for things for like $30-$40 items. It's incredible. What about you guys? Like where are you using?
Like I know I saw Commonwealth's video. Remember Commonwealth Picker? Kevin got all of those Halloween things. He said his wife was looking at them and the manager came out and said it would take them all for $1 a piece. So like they're getting it there. And I mean, I don't know if it's hitting it at the right time. You know, it might just be timing or it might just be the stores. Like Dante's saying he hasn't seen it. Marjorie has a good point. I have videos about Shop Goodwill and Hybid, both of which will ship. Hybid can be really expensive on shipping. You can get quotes from them. I have been lucky that I have had some of my followers have picked up and shipped to me. So having those connections in the reselling world is definitely a benefit. I'm trying to see. Richard, what are you talking about? What is that? Packard Motor Company. What is that?
Oh, Packard, like the
old
50s?
car.
Maybe parts?
Maybe a part. If you got the whole car for $40, that's pretty good, right? I wish I saw that auction.
Yeah, Yvette's saying, yeah, Calvin's in Iowa, like John Deere brochures can go for $30 to $40 a brochure. I have tried to win some on Hybid and they go into the hundreds for small lots of John Deere.
That's crazy.
Brochures. It's
not too much of that here.
Yeah, we don't see that either. And then let me see. Yeah, see, Girl Hustle saying she got charged $63. The next question is, how do you pack and ship ceramic items? I am going to find a link here real quick, and I'm going to put this in the chat. I am not the greatest at packing, and when I pack, it's really hectic, so I'm not really going to video. I had a picture arrive broken today. So that is perfect question for me. I am going to find, over the years, Tim has an amazing video about packing and shipping breakables. And I am going to defer to Tim's packing video if I can find it.
I know for me, I always feel the inside with paper, typically. And then the outside with bubble wrap. I feel like it helps to fill the inside of the ceramic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
normally will fill I'll fill the inside with like packing peanuts a lot of times. And then we typically wrap with small bubble wrap and then we wrap over it with big bubble wrap. This one was actually an unbranded item that sold for $50. And I told him I would give him a refund with photos, but I also told him I would take it back because it's like a perfect vase now that the handle broke off of the picture. And honestly, it doesn't look horrible because it was just the handle. But they said I needed, and I've seen it and I've done it on some of my coffee cups. They wrap like cardboard around the handle just to kind of give it more support. And with that one, I didn't do that. Me and Brad couldn't even remember who packed it. So we don't know which one of us packed it. Kind
of go along. Like I've been looking at selling my chicken's eggs online, and
so I sold chicken eggs for years, Eric, on eBay for $100 a dozen. I had rare chickens.
Oh my! What kind of chickens? Because I have two like pretty rare ones, I think, but they're not like.
I had like. It was like, they're probably common now, like road bars that were auto sexing when they hatched. I had like the I Am Samani, the all black chickens. I had some pretty rare silkies. So yeah.
My silkies turned out to be roosters, so they're dead. But I have two left that we don't even eat the eggs. And I heard Chris from Daily Refinement was telling me the eggs sell on eBay, and I'm like, what? So I need to figure out how to ship eggs on the topic of shipping things without breaking it.
The ones I shipped were all for people to hatch, like people like that had their own. Dante says you're going to be listing and selling eggs tomorrow. Mine were ones that were fertile and I knew, so I had an incubator and tested the hatch rate. I don't know if people buy them to like eat fresh eggs. Mine were only because people were hatching them out to raise more chickens. So
a lot less for just eating. It's like $25 a dozen at the most.
Miriam, very carefully. So almost like glass, I would wrap them in bubble wrap and then like you double box. I double boxed, which I don't always do with my glass, but double box them. Listen, you got, and here we go out in left field. Dan wants to know which one.
I choose for the egg, but what do you guys think?
I can't believe that you sold eggs for $100 a dozen.
Some of them went for over $200 a dozen, and then they sell ostrich eggs on eBay. They sell ray eggs on eBay, like for hatching. That's why people are paying so much money.
All right, this might be a stupid question, so forgive me. When I go to the store and buy an egg, it's cold. Like, do you have to like make it cold when you ship it? When it gets hot?
No, you don't want it cold, so you leave it at room temperature until you ship it. Like our fresh eggs from our chickens stay on the counter. We don't put them in the fridge. They're good on the counter for almost 2 months without being refrigerated if they're fresh.
There's a coating on them that from the chicken. Once you wash that coating off, from what I understand, then you should refrigerate it. But if you don't wash it, then it's fine to sit at room temperature for months.
Really?
Something you did not think you would learn on our live tonight. That's all about chicken eggs. Dave, okay, this is the last chicken egg question. The Flintstones. So if it was cold, I could add heat packs, but the best thing is to like ship out during spring and early fall when it's kind of a mid temperature almost everywhere. Like you wouldn't, like in Florida, we wouldn't ship them out if it was over like 85, 90 degrees. So people would have to wait until it cooled down. Otherwise the eggs would not be good.
Yeah.
So.
Seems like there's a lot going on there.
That is not my right question. Where is it?
What?
And I'm going to read this. It's pretty long. And if you guys want to pipe in some input from the chat, I've already answered them in private message, but it wasn't a clear answer. So they wanted to know if we could talk about different eBay fees and how they're calculated. And I'll tell you guys, I told them like it's different depending on like store level. If you don't have a store, the prices go up and down. And then also like auction insertion and promotion fees. So it pretty complicated question with complicated answer because everybody's fees are different. So if you guys have any input on that, for me, I know I have my 1,000 listings that are free, but not free. I pay $59.95, and then I would pay 10 cents additional above that. And then auctions, I think, are 10 cents because of the store level that I have.
Some of my auctions are free.
Yeah, depending on the category, I think.
Yeah.
That's where I'm saying this is like a super complicated question.
Yeah.
And I also responded that I don't really follow my eBay fees. They could be overcharging me because I buy so low that to me it's insignificant. And I mean, I promote pretty high. I do kind of look and see what sold promoted versus what didn't to, have an idea percentage wise. But for promoted listings, you only get charged it if it sells promoted. So it could sell organically. Somebody could find it without the promotion and you wouldn't pay that fee. So it's not like if you promote, you have to pay that fee. It's only if somebody saw it because it was bumped up to the top because of your promotion.
So when you say it's promoted, like if you look up, let's say like a Nike pair of shoes of a certain, number of on the shoe, does that raise to the top and that's literally the first listing there? And then if someone buys that first listing, that's
right. But there's a lot of people promoting. So everybody kind of takes turns on every search. So there might be like the top 4 are promoted, and then there'll be like a couple of regular, and then there'll be another promoted. I think Tommy and his show, Tommy Bernhard,
Mhm.
he researched it, and like 9 of 20 on the first page were promoted. So almost half, which means
Oh,
if you're not promoting, your chance of being on that first page are way lower. And he also found, like, if you're promoting at 5% or higher, that eBay gets your listing out to Google for Google search if people are looking for it within 24 hours. So you're not only paying for that promotion on eBay, you're also getting other benefits from that as well.
Yeah, if you need to sell something that is a hot item, say for example, I've got some Nike shoes that are going for $300 or $350. If I really need to sell that, I'm going to put it at 5% so it pops up on Google's feed.
Yeah.
But if I just want the top of the search history, I'm just going to go straight 1%, 2%, and that's it. If you have the best price, that person is still going to search through the listings to find your shoe.
right.
And to answer like maybe that person's question, the reason why I'm so into shoes is because over $100 you don't pay a fee.
Mhm.
It's
Right.
sell an athletic shoe on eBay, besides the the listing fee or whatever they're doing now with managed payments. If I sell a shoe for $400, I'm not paying $40 like I would on a $400 lot of, Raid, for example. You know what I mean? So, but then again, you've got like your cell phones. I think it's up to like 13%, isn't it?
So I know when I was doing jewelry, I was having to promote at 15 and 20% because there are thousands of necklaces and a lot of them from China, but I pay $1 and I'm selling it for 20. I don't care if I pay an extra 20% because I'm pennies in. I know the competition's there and I would pay it. I haven't been lately. Hi, Dave, Tesla Picker. Richard, so I want to know how much you paid for your Juke Master. If it were me and I paid low, I think I would counter them at $300. What would you guys? We need to know how much you paid. Richard, tell us how much you
Yeah.
paid, and then we can get everyone's opinion. If he
I
buys
don't even
like
know what
me,
that
I'm
is.
gonna say it was low. I don't either, but
It all depends on how easy that thing is to ship. That's where I really come into how much I'm going to sell it for. If that thing's easy, man, I'll let it go for pretty cheap. If I think it's a pain to ship, price goes up.
What is a Juke Master?
I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to look it up on eBay.
Huh.
Richard, you need to give us info.
he teases everybody.
And then he's gone. He's there somewhere.
I sold a drum set.
He's saying hi to Dave, so he's in there. He's just not answering us.
Oh, it's like a tiny jukebox, like small.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
with
Richard,
a glass
tell
front.
us what you paid. We need to know. Yeah, so Noelle's right. Empty egg cartons sell on eBay. Like, it's crazy the stuff that will sell on eBay.
Empty egg cartons, because I can get those for 10 cents a piece through my local grocery store.
Yeah.
Like, that blows my mind.
It's so crazy, some of the stuff that people pay for. It's like ridiculous. I mean, that's almost like the empty boxes, but I mean, the empty boxes I get because other resellers are buying them to increase the value of their product,
Mm-hmm.
You want to hear something crazy that happened to me today? Well, it happened on Friday. I came home from work and I accidentally had my iPod from work in my pocket. So my manager texted me and said they needed it back. I put it in a box that somebody had sent me, and I don't know what the address was. So I put it in a bag, in a box, and I set it on the shipping dock. And instead of them coming getting it, the UPS took the box back to UPS and shipped it back to the person where that thing came from, and nobody knows who it is. And this iPod has a $400 sled on it. And now I'm responsible for this. So it's like, what, $600, $700 in?
Jeez.
Wow.
Crazy.
It was an unsealed box. Like, why would they do that? It's all on camera.
That's crazy.
That makes my story about my VCR not so bad. That's terrible.
What happened?
I just sent a guy. I had two VCRs, two sharp VCRs, and this morning I don't like shipping in the morning because I'm groggy. I'm like, and I shipped just the wrong one to the guy, and I actually noticed it before he did, and, so I was like, man, just keep the VCR. I messed up, whatever. It was like a $60 return, but $600 would really, I'd probably cry slightly. Like if you start to tear up, I would understand.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because what is a brand new iPod? $500.
They got to be a lot. Yeah.
And so it's the kind of sled where you can scan things and have inventory. It's perfect for like a reseller type deal, but it's gone. Apparently, the address is in my town, but I don't know where it went. So
that's crazy.
And the box is open? Like it was
Yeah, it was an unbox, not sealed. So here's the deal. I had a COVID test last Thursday. So I didn't be around anybody for a few days. And so when they found out that I had it, I said, I'm going to wipe it down with gloves. I'll put it in a bag, put it in the box, set it on the dock. I set it on the dock, and like straight away I texted the manager. I said, listen, it's right here. And so I go back and watch the security footage, and for 35 minutes, nobody goes outside for the box until the UPS driver shows up. He unloads and then takes that box back with him.
Oh, wait a second. That happened at your work. Like you dropped it off at your work, and the UPS guy comes to. That wasn't at your house.
Right.
Oh, no. And you told your manager it was outside?
Right. I texted him.
That ain't on you. Man, there's no way.
I know, but like for me, I'm like, I feel like I should take ownership, but I'm watching the video, and the guy that gave it to the UPS driver, it was his last day. Like I think he did.
Yeah, he did it on purpose, for sure.
I feel like you did as much as you could without, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
You did your due regard, as
Yeah. Do you guys see Richard? That's kind of hard. And then look at Eric's Alf. I don't know if you don't like how many items did you get? I'd want to know like about how much individual into that you have. But if you get $300 for it, then you're almost in the profit with only 2 items. So I would think I haven't searched comps.
They're high. They're like 3. I saw one all the way up into the $500 range, I think. That was pretty good.
Oh, so he has another one that's not in great shape that he still has the list. I would probably, like Marsha said, counter them at 325 and see if maybe they'll come back at 300 and you get the 300 instead of another counter.
That's what I would do. I would definitely counter at 325.
Yeah, and just see, lately, because I've been running 50% off, which if you've been watching me, I mark everything up 30. So really I'm running 20% off. And for whatever reason, that extra 10%, I'm getting extremely lowball offers. And I mean like 25% of the price that's already on sale for what they think is 50% off. And I'm like, no, I just decline them. But one of them, and I don't know if you saw on my Instagram, I screenshotted it. They said, fake news. This never costs this much. This is my final offer. And I'm like, you're blocked. You're right. Yep. It's your final offer ever on any item that I have for sale because you're blocked. And I had another person with headlights. So I have some vintage OEM headlights. And they're asking me to measure them. And I'm like, shouldn't you know the exact part number that goes in the car that you have? And I'm like, this is like a return begging to happen. And then they purchased a single, but they wanted a pair. Oh, I didn't even notice. I'm in the wrong spot. Joey, what are you doing in my spot?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
I'm like, wait, why?
I don't need control of that.
But
higher up. Okay, I see.
I normally go with my little logo thing. But no, it like, so I'm like, it's a part number that's specific to a car. Like, it doesn't really matter what the headlight measures because there's pins on the back and it might not fit. Anyways, Richard just asked our advice and totally ignored us and declined the offer. Thanks, Richard.
They shouldn't even
Good job.
Glad we could help. Yeah. Have you guys been getting more? Noelle's saying the same thing, ridiculous lowball offers. And it's been a really bad increase, like over the last, I'd say, month. Have you guys noticed an increase if you accept offers and lowball offers?
Yeah, I see it all the time. It's been very frequent. You think it's because it's almost Christmas time, maybe, and people are just trying to squeeze every penny out of you, you know?
I don't, maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't offer that low. I would feel like I was going to be rude. And I did have a couple of people buy multiple items, and I will give a little more discount because I'm going to save, on the shipping, and like it goes out in the same order. And but tell me, and they still weren't really high. I had somebody buy 6 things and I'm like, look, it's already on sale. I've already marked these down. I know you're getting a lot, but I can't go this low. And they apologized. They're like, I didn't mean to offend you. And they came back with all very good offers on every item. So, I mean, sometimes people don't realize, and I think they're all just taking a shot because some sellers will accept 25% of their asking price, and that hurts the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I just went over this with a friend. I have, where is it? I have a floor laminate. You may have seen in my last video, if you watch my video, but I paid $2.40 for it, and I'm selling it for $23.60. So this guy offered me $9 per bottle and bought them all. And I messaged him back, and I'm like, you know what? Since you're buying them all, I will go $13.60 per bottle. And I said, this is my low. Like, that's my low. And like, I hold to that. So then he counter offers with like $11.90 per bottle. And I'm like, dude, no, you're not getting.
I think people do that just to like get under your skin, because I'll write too. Like, I'll go with my lowest as a counter and say, look, this is the lowest I'm going to do. It's the lowest I'm willing to accept. I don't even know if half of them, I think that guy obviously read it and was probably trying to be a pain in the butt. But I don't think a lot of people even read the messages with the offers, because I wouldn't think, like, if it was me and somebody told me that was their lowest, I wouldn't come back. I would either decline it or accept it,
And I was still $10 per jug lower than what my price was, which is $90 in discount. That's
right. It's significant.
I mean, good hell.
So Kayla's saying she doesn't do best offers. Kayla is the homeschooling picker. She has a great channel too, you guys, if you haven't checked her out. I don't know. I feel a lot of my stuff, I pay so low for it. I'm willing to take reasonable offers. And sometimes that's lower, on some items than other. But I also think having on best offer bumps you up in the algorithm. That's just a theory. I don't know for sure, but that's why I do. Fidgety's also saying that they do not do best offers.
You've got to really do, like, this is just my personal opinion. I think you need to do best offers. And if you're worried about being lowball, set your offer at what you're comfortable with accepting.
You can go minimum.
If you don't accept offers, you're going to get much less attention and traffic. You don't ever have to accept it. I mean, there's no harm about it, right?
Right. And I've had sales come out of low balls. It's definitely not the norm. Most low balls are not going to end up in a sale. Carla, so right now I'm not very bumped. I'm actually 27% down from last month. So I'm actually down in sales, but I have had over $350 in sales the last 4 days. So my sales are decent. They're staying steady. I'm just not getting those spikes, like, because I occasionally will get like $1,000 day, a couple of $500 days. I'm just kind of staying steady. And I had 2 really slow weeks at the end of October that are in my last 30 days. And that's what's hurting me. Like, my last week's been great. But for me, I don't notice, like, Q4, I have never seen that spike because I don't do toys and I don't do new and packaged stuff that would typically be Christmas presents. I think a lot of my collectibles and stuff I do are more like people buying for themselves because they collect. So I don't think I have very many present type items, you know.
Right.
But I mean, you've got to plan. And also, though, you're saying January, early February, then you're going to get hit because tax time comes. And a lot of people that don't typically have the money to buy some higher price stuff get tax returns and they go crazy shopping. So some people see a higher spike at tax time than they do now in Q4. What do you guys do as far as planning for like slowing down? I know, Joey, have you went through like the whole like Q4 into the new year where it does slow down?
You know, this is my first Q4, but you know, I've had just normal sales as always. Like you said, I don't have new and packaged stuff. I usually just have, you know, used, you know, like I got like a baseball glove sitting here. I mean, you know, it's just stuff like that, I guess, for everyday use. But for me, like, I've just seen normal everyday eBay sales. You know, I haven't seen any drastic Q4 stuff, probably like Eric has, because he does a lot of retail arbitrage. So he probably has brand new stuff that may be flying off the shelves, you know. But for me, I'm just consistent. It's just, I always get at least 1 to 2 sales per day. And that's how my business is working.
Do you think I'm up like 21% from last month, but I don't really think that I'm listing a lot more. I bought a whole bunch of inventory, and then I knew Q4 was coming, so I've been listing a ton. So that's what I equate that to, because I don't really have, you know, Julian, stuff like that.
What do you specialize? Sorry, I forgot.
Anything. I started this not knowing literally anything a year ago. And I will take the time to comp out anything in a Goodwill, in a thrift store, at a garage sale, anything that I can make really anything on. I'll definitely buy and sell it if it has a sold comp that's decent. So I did start getting into golf clubs because I live in Myrtle Beach, so golfing here is huge. Oh. So yeah, so it's one of those things that I'm just in the right area to go ahead and get involved in that. And they had spike sales like 2 months ago. I got into a whole bunch of good ones, and they really, right now, I don't really sell that many. It's maybe like 1 or 2 a day. I think I sold 2 today. So,
like, I have so many golf clubs to list. It makes people sick. They get mad at me because I'm not listing them, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I have too much crap.
They sell quick. If they're the right ones, they'll sell within the day.
That's what I hear. I mean, I sold a couple, but.
Kevin, Commonwealth Picker, thank you for hanging out with us while you ship. We greatly appreciate it. I'm going to click back on Taylor Exchange. Wanted to know, what's the highest number of listings you guys have listed in one day?
For me, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
For me, I usually do my listing lives every Monday night. And the most I've ever done was last week. I did 18 in one day. So I'm like so happy about that. So that was really awesome for me.
That's good. I mean, 18 listings, depending on what you're listing, if it's like clothing or anything, that's a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I usually pick up items that, you know, I'm very picky on what I pick up now because, you know, I don't want to waste my time if I'm only going to make $5 to $10. You know, I try to shoot up for that like $30 profit, but I like to do hats. So I pick them up for like $1 and I'll sell them for like 15. Those are like probably my lowest. So yeah.
Julian, I know you list like I list. I've listed like 60 in a day at least, if not more. But that was like easy, like little vintage patches that it's like a front and a back, and then I'm doing sell similar and very fast and very repetitive. It's not very difficult stuff. I saw
I think my most in one day, I had a whole bunch. This was when I first started, and I was like, man, motivated. I was like, got to get in my store. A guy gave me a whole bunch of like hundreds of posters. So I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and was like, I'm listing all of them today. And I had to hit close to 100, I would say.
Wow.
I didn't stop until like probably 8. It was just, it's big movie posters. And I just steady all day long. Like my entire room was full of posters. I still have a couple. They sold. I mean, pretty good, but it was definitely. I would say I don't know. I didn't count that, but I've been close to 80 or 90.
are y'all
Good
ready?
guy.
Ready?
Super chat.
I think Noelle just wanted to interrupt us with another $20 super chat. I really appreciate that, Noelle, to hear my little dolphin again. But
I just want to see the dolphin.
I tried to just give you a super chat, and my I can't. So I'm gonna have to do it later, I guess.
It's all right. Oh,
Eric, how many do you usually list?
So like I say, I've been in the fun. I hate to have all my listings listed. This last so I stress that I broke out of that funk because of a Good Samaritan that really like changed my mindset on like life right now, I guess you could say. But just by offering to help me with something, and at the point I was like 2 a day, and I was so since that day, I've started doing 40 to 50 to 60 per day. Now, but I'm so much that I have. I hope 50 a day consistently.
is Eric? I cannot hear you. Is he going in and out for you guys too?
Yeah, I think it's because you were I think it was because you were typing and your sound was overbearing his.
Listen, Joey.
I think you overbeared him.
Yeah.
with your keyboard.
You bear hugged him.
You bear hugged him. You bear hugged his voice, basically.
Can you hear me?
Oh no.
No, go again.
So yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to get up to like 50 a day. But like most of those are done for me, and then I just choose the price and the specs. So it's not hard for me to do 50. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you're taking all the pictures and all the research, and it's hard to do 50. It really is.
Yeah, it's hard to do 18. I did like 10 pairs of shoes today.
Simple. I would say typical would be more like 20, 25 items for me in a day. Like 50 is not a typical day unless I'm like go. Today, I think I've done maybe 10. I've been really slacking on my listings lately. I'm trying to see if Julian, Carla says she has some golf clubs and she wants your opinion on them if she can send those 60.
Yeah, hit me up on Instagram. Send them through Instagram. DM me.
So fidgety, how much? I'm interested to know because that's a lot of the type of stuff that I have. I'm at 2,600 listings. I think I was at 2,625 when I looked earlier today. I had got it up to 2,650, and I haven't been able to hit that again because stuff keeps selling, which is a great problem to have. But how many items are you selling a day that you're listing 40 to 50? Like, is your store constantly growing?
For me.
The person in the chat, but I mean, you can answer too. I try and always list more than what I sell because I'm still trying to grow it a little bit more than what mine is.
Did you say you have 2,650 listings?
I had 2,650. I have 2,625 now, and I'm the only one that lists. So
that is insanity. I mean,
that's a year and a half. That's a year and a half of time of constantly buying lots where I always have inventory and a lot of the same type of item. And now that's the quantity. That's not like, I'm not counting multi-quantity. That's how many actual listings. I think I have like 3,600 with my multi-quantity. I have 70,000 in inventory listed on eBay with my 50% off sale.
and you're doing this out of your house.
Yeah, part-time.
She has like 20 garages in her backyard, so
I don't have 20 garages, but I do
Just
have
27 garages.
That's very admirable. No, like I have 450 listings right now, and I have like 1,000 that I need to list. So, yeah, I mean, right now I'm doing like 15 to 20 orders per day.
That's good.
Not today, but I have been. So, yeah, no, it's, you always like, for me, my goal is more than I just sold. I mean, how do you guys feel about that?
Yeah,
I didn't hear
agree
it.
with that.
I didn't hear what you
He
said.
said I think he said his goal is to list like what sold. So he's trying to maintain. Is that right, Eric?
Right.
Okay. Joey, Dave wants to know how many listings you do.
Good question, Dave. I think you saw yesterday on my live listing. I usually try to do one a day, but on my live listing, I try to knock like everything out as much as I can. Yesterday, I was just so tired because I went to SeaWorld the day before. But
Joey's
yeah,
slacking.
I do. I am right now. I've been slacking, which I really need to start listing a lot more. And I'm the motivator to list, and I don't list, so it's kind of weird.
Burnout?
Say that again.
Are you in a burnout, or what is it?
Did you say I'm in a frat?
No, he's asking if you're in a burnout. Eric, you're going like in and out really bad.
Oh man.
No, you're fine. I'm not in a burnout. I'm burnt out just because I'm doing so many things, like, full-time mailman, full-time family, just everything. It's just crazy, but I try to do as much as I can,
Okay.
Joey, do you though, like, because I mean, you're working 5 days. So like, so everybody knows I do only work 3 days a week. They are very long days. They are 12-hour shifts. I'm gone from home 15 hours a day, but I do have 4 spare days a week. So that's more, than a lot of people with a full-time job.
Are you going to press it? Oh,
I got it.
Tesla said, I call bull on that one. I do, man. I swear I do. These last 2 weeks, the last maybe 3 weeks with this political mail. I know it's over now, but I try to list one a day. I really do. Just to keep that algorithm going.
So how many sales are you getting a day lately, Joey?
Literally just one. It's weird. I always get one. I have 188 current listings right now. So I basically get 1 to 2 if I'm lucky a day, honestly.
Okay.
So, can I ask you a question, Joey?
Oh, he sees Eric's puppy. He said a puppy.
Yeah, she and him.
See the puppy?
So, Joey, I have a question. You did say that your goal is full time, right?
Yeah.
What's your plan to make that happen?
So
go ahead.
Go ahead. My plan is I just got a desk. So like I have this little area where I have a setup where I have my photo station here. Like before I was working on like a little table that was literally like your chest wide. And I was just taking pictures. I had my camera, like my computer. What I want to do is full time is like YouTube. YouTube is like literally my goal in life is to be a YouTuber. But like this reselling literally just took over my life and I love it so much. I just love that you can go to a Goodwill and grab something for $4 and sell it for $50. I just think it's absolutely amazing. But my full-time thing is like, I know right now I'm only listing like barely minimum, like I'm talking like really minimum. But you know, I pick really good items. Like I have a death pile. I mean, but I just when I come home from work, you just want to lay down, you know, you just want to relax, you know. But I know if I go full time, like I literally, I'm the hardest worker you probably ever seen. Um, so I know I can do it. I know I can do it like for sure. But my plan is to organize like and be. I want to get shelves and everything. I just have everything like laying on the floor. I want to get like see how like Julian has his like black things like there, like his shelves and stuff. Like I want to get a bunch of shelving. I want to get it like pretzel picker with the like the rolls, like so you could roll it around and stuff. I just want to be a lot more organized than I am because I feel like I'll feel a lot better for myself, just so I know where everything is. Like I know where everything is, like as everyone says, but you know, I just want to be really, really organized. Where if I sell something, I like you can come to my house and just pick it out. You know what I mean? So,
What's your process going to be on growing? Because to be full time, you probably have more than like 1,000 listings, right? So
right.
do you have a goal of, say, I need to list like 10, 20, 30 items per day, find new sourcing, find new ways of getting inventory?
Hmm. Yeah, my main thing is like I have a routine like on my day off, like from work. I have my routine where I just hit all the Goodwills, and I have that mindset where I know I can go out and literally grab at least 10 items probably a day. But some days you can't find anything. Kevin says, "Lay down." What's that? It's when you lay down. No, I'm just kidding. But I have a routine where you know, I say I can do it, but you know, some days, like I said, you don't find anything, and there's times that happens. But you have to have other routes. You have to be on Facebook Marketplace, offers up, flea markets, you know, garage sales, and luckily, you know, me live in Florida, so that makes it amazing where I can have garage sales everywhere all the time. I just don't have time to go to those things. I work every Saturday. So I know once my mind gets to it, I'm just such a dedicated hard worker. I know I can make it happen. But like you said, like, you know, whatever I get my inventory, I'm literally just going to list, you know, I'm never going to have a death pile. I just know I'm not. I'm just such a hard worker, you know, that's just the way I am personally. So.
I don't really.
Tracy has a request, Joey.
Okay.
The other I was doing a live and it was like November 3rd. Like it was the day before November 3rd, and I was doing a presidential debate with me and Drew. If you guys don't know, Profit Monsters, and I was like basically Donald Trump. Like I was talking like him, but I have to hear it and then I could do it. Joey sounds like he's interviewing for a job.
He's interviewing for a job among the resellers.
Yeah, I might as well go work for you, Eric.
Michael Kavanaugh, the only person on our panel that's full time is Julian. So I will let Julian answer that question.
No, I don't stick to any type of category or genre because anything that I can make money on, I will pick up and sell. I educate myself through like sold comps. So if it's a decent one, I'm going to pick it up. I kind of stay away from women's clothing because I don't know much about it. And to be honest with you, I just don't. It seems like a lot. So I don't do women's clothing. But other than that, I do everything. Shoes, clothing, hard goods, anything that I can sell. If I'm at the Walmart and I'm at the clearance aisle and something, you know, I picked something up the other day. I'm always looking for something to sell. And so I'm actually only on eBay because I wanted to master one thing before moving on to all the other platforms. And I'm still doing pretty good. But like what Eric said, you got to have scaling was a big thing when you get full time. So you got to be over that, you know, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. I mean, you don't have to, but scaling is huge. Like I realize it all depends on what you sell. I get that, but scaling is huge. Like you got to really scale. In my opinion, you got to scale pretty big.
Joey, they are hitting you hard. I will tell you, I will tell Eric and I will tell everybody. Joey obviously already knows this. Joey and I had this conversation and I did not go easy on Joey at all when Joey told me he wanted to go full time. And I basically about like, Eric, you know, wanted to know his plan and what his backfall was for. I felt like I was his mom. And I mean, I have a 21-year-old, so I guess I'm close to, I could be Joey's mom. And I just want to make sure he kind of, and it's funny because he said, and I haven't seen your dad in the chat tonight, speaking of which, but like your dad's your dad's encouraging you to do this, right, Joey? He's like encouraging you to do it.
Well, the thing with me is, it's awesome to have a 9-to-5 job. And I get, people that have that. It's just, Dante, he's in the chat. He posted a picture where, it's like society tells you that you're supposed to.
Joey, I saved that. I saved that.
I did
to my
too.
phone
I
my
told
gallery.
Dante.
Yeah.
I told Dante, please send that to me because that's going to be something that's going to hit my heart really hard when I do this full time. I mean, just think about it. I mean, I'm 23 years old and I just want to live my life. I do not want to just go to a job every single day and, people bashing me down. Like, all my coworkers that are like 50, almost retiring and saying like, not that they hate their job, but they just look depressed. Like, I don't want to be like that. I want to change someone's life. That's why I love YouTube. Like, I want to do what I want to do. I want to be my own boss, but I know I have what it takes. I'm such a hard worker. I just know that I can do it. It's just putting in that time, putting in that hard work. I just can't do a 9-to-5. I just can't do it no more. I literally just wake up and have the same routine. I do the same route, like at my, at my post office. And people are saying like steady income, insurance, and retirement. I get that. Trust me. I have such an amazing job. I really do. And I'm so blessed to have it. But I want to live my life. I don't want to be 60 years old, retiring, and then let's just say something happens to me and then, that's it. Like, I cannot do that. Like, I just can't,
So you're ultimately happy at your job.
I'm happy. That's the thing. I actually love being a mailman because that's who I am. I just, that's who I'm your local mailman. That's just the way it is. But I just see life as very precious and something can happen in a millisecond. And I just want to be here with my family. I want to be here with when I have kids one day, I want to be there for it. And I know that I can just buy something and resell it. I mean, and literally have fun. I don't even care about money. Money is not everything. I even put that on my Instagram story today. It's about making those memories with your family.
And it's not.
And just.
Yeah. And I mean, that's why I'm trying to get to part-time. And you have Destiny has a job. Me and Joey talked about this. And I mean, and he can do it. You just have to make sure that you're prepared if that income isn't there, that you have a backup plan. Anybody that goes full-time on purpose, that's not thrust into it. I know a lot of people lost their jobs and they didn't have a choice, so they had to, resell. Julian made the choice. So here, I'm going to throw Julian in the hot seat here, Julian, because Julian hated his job. He walked out after 10 years. What did you do to prepare to go to full-time reselling?
Always remember that it is just me. I have a girlfriend that helps me out, around the house and everything. She doesn't live here, obviously, but she, does help out. And I have no kids. So that's a huge thing. So I don't have a family. It's just me. I have very little bills. And I did that prior to leaving. I knew I was going to leave my job in a year prior. So I destroyed all my debt, got rid of all my expensive boats, trucks, everything, paid off my truck. And I had enough in the bank for a while in case stuff didn't sell. And so that's really about it. You better I had a big cushion to really work with and some buying power when I left. So it wasn't just up and left, but you had to have a decent plan.
Yeah, and he said he's not doing it tomorrow. He's thinking about it, working up to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very smart. I'm very smart of what I'm going to do. I'm not going to just literally.
Yeah, no, we don't. I know you're smart.
Yeah.
The way you messaged me, it was Kat, tomorrow I'm going into work. I'm quitting. That's how it came across. I'm like, wait, Joey, what's going on?
Yeah, and what's crazy is me and Drew are really good friends, profit monsters, and basically what Taylor Exchange was saying right there. He's saying, I guess he's saying to sell the Tesla. That that's my car, but I can't give that up. I want to work hard and pay that thing off, and then my only expense is really my house right now. So that's the only thing that is just not really holding me back, but it's like I need to have that backup money for like maybe 6 months to a year just in case, but I know I can blow this out of the water. I personally feel I can do that. And if I'm doing it on my lunch break for like 10 minutes, I'm literally going into a thrift store, finding something and bringing it home. I think I can do it. I just think I can with more time.
It's definitely doable. I mean, just scaling is what I underestimated that. I'll tell you that like things that I've learned within the year, the amount of scale that I needed to, because again, I started with like very little knowledge, but the amount of scale that I had to go from like 100 listings, I had to boost it very high because I only sell probably 1% of my store a day, maybe a little less depending on the day. So if you think about it, my average like sales like $35 or $32. So it needs to sell a little bit more. So definitely be like, I want to get to like 3,000 active listings or 4,000, and I think that would be steady. Right now I'm only at like 1,600. I'm really stuck at 1,600 for some reason. I can't really get above it. But scaling is where I'm having trouble with because I can't get the stuff in fast, like good stuff. So I'm like on auction websites, having stuff delivered to the house. I'm out thrifting a day. We go yard sailing. I'm at another, auction, having it delivered. So it's just different streams of things coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I don't want to be negative about it, Joey, because I know you can do it. I just didn't want you to be like, bye tomorrow without kind of having.
For me, I'm never gonna go full time. I'm just not like I really like healthcare. And like selling's just kind of a hobby for me, and it pays for my vacations, and it's the most lonely job I've ever had though. And I would never want to be out here with my man kid for 8 hours a day. Like, I don't even like being out here, to be honest with you.
Like, I'm the total opposite. If I had health insurance and didn't have Dalton, I would walk out tomorrow from $100,000 a year job. I would say goodbye. It is stressful. And that gets to Dante saying, like, your mental status. So I had to work 48 hours a week before I started eBay. My overtime was over $2,000 a month. So that's why, and I'm probably going to make a video. I was talking to somebody about it because like everybody sees all my thousands of dollars of sales, but I have thousands of dollars of student loan debt. I don't like, it's not extra money for me. None of this is extra for me. And if I started over with Dalton, I have an 18-year-old and a 21-year-old for those of you that are new to watching me and don't know. So I just cleared my house out and now I have a 2-year-old. So I started over. And he was planned. He was not an accident. We wanted him. We tried very hard to have him. So, but that makes it where I have a small child. I need. Dalton and Brad are yelling at each other in the other room. But so like if my job has gotten super stressful. Not just, it was stressful before all of this Corona stuff, and that's kind of just, added stuff on top of it. And if I didn't have him where I need health insurance for a child, if something happens, and I would probably say like Joey's saying, like, I'll figure it out. And I wouldn't get rid of my nice car either, that it is being fixed from $8,000 worth of damage from a deer. So I'm driving a cheap rental car, which I hate. But like I wouldn't get rid of my car or my house. I would bust my butt until I made what I needed to make. And I'm doing that right now. But my busting my butt right now is so that I don't have to work overtime. I'm only gone 3 days a week instead of 4 like I was before eBay. My ultimate goal, because I do need the insurance and the stability, is to get down to 2 days a week. So I'm home 5 days a week and I'm just working 2. But I still would have my insurance. It's just, I probably need 15,000 a month in sales, if not more, to be able to do that realistically. And I know that. So, I mean, I get what Joey's saying, because if I didn't have some of the responsibilities I have, I would probably do the same thing. like Julian did, but like Julian said, he doesn't have kids and all that. He doesn't have to worry about that.
So Kat, at your hospital, in my hospital, if I'm part-time, my premiums are $500 per paycheck. And if I'm full-time, it's $50. So
mine's not that much. So it's by percent. So I think I pay $250 per check right now. And it would probably go up to 300, 350. It would be a jump. So I would need to replace that income. That's why I'm saying I would need that much in sales. I'd need to replace that much income. Plus I would have to pay more for my health insurance. I can get it through work as long as I'm part-time benefited, but my insurance costs would go up probably $200 to $400 a month through work. I'm paying like $400 or $500 right now. It would probably go up to $800 or $900. I have a friend who's part-time. I should ask her because she cut down. Her family has a farm. They actually have like a farm co-op and they provide fresh food to everybody. She's using my dumpster diving video with me if you guys have watched it. But she went down to part-time to help her husband with their farm. Like that is his job. That is his business. And she does nursing 2 days a week and helps at the farm 5 days. So like, the part-time nursing for me would almost be, going full-time reselling, but I would still have the benefits through working 2 days a week doing nursing.
Yeah, like, I know I have my people in here telling me that I'm just not good at listing, but that's just because it's on my listing live. Like, if you guys knew me behind the scenes, I'm such a hard worker. I really am. But all these people like Tommy and Dave Tesla Vicker. No, I'm just messing with you guys. But I just really think that life is just way more important than having a 9 to 5. I really do. And like the paper said, like, Dante, I want you to post it again on Instagram so everyone can see it. Because I don't want to post it because it was your post. But, having a vacation, once a week, or not once a week, once a year, and making $50,000 like I basically am now is just, it's not enough. I want more and I know I can go get it, and that's what I just try to tell, my family is that, look, I have a secure job and I'm so thankful for it, but is that going to be happy? Am I going to be happy with that for 30 years? I'm just not, I just really want to enjoy life and just be there for my family, be there with my mom and dad, because you never know when something could happen in a second, dude. And it's just tough.
How many days do you get per year with your 9 to 5?
Say it again.
How many vacation days do you get per year with your job?
Right now I get 2 weeks and then I get sick leave too. So,
and you also have a pension, right?
I have a pension. I have the whole entire 9 yards. Like I have a thrift savings plan.
So have you figured out how much per month you'd have to make up for all of that?
Yeah, I have the numbers. I mean, I'm not going to put it. I won't say it on here, but if you want to talk to me behind the scenes, I definitely can tell you.
I just wonder it. For you, I don't.
Right. No, I have everything written down where I know like all my expenses and everything. I know I'm just like, I'm head over heels right now. It's like, but I just really need to sit down and really just plan everything out. Like you're telling me right now.
Joey, you can tell us to stop at any point. Kayla's saying we're grilling you.
You guys are, but I appreciate it. I really do because I like a challenge. I like being challenged, and that's the way I am.
I just want to help him figure it out.
No, I appreciate it, man. Like I really do. There's nobody that wants it more bad than me. Like I just do. I have that hustle. I have that grind. Let's see what Tommy said. Life is more important. 100%. I did it. I was your local UPS man for 24 years, but I worked harder than by 1,000% part-time. It's 10,000% easier than paying bills out of it. Yeah. It's just, it's a win-win situation. I know once I leave, I know I'm going to be just so much happier, but you have to grind. You think, oh, I could just go do it. No, you got to go out there and go work hard. It's not I'm just gonna relax all day long. No, Julian probably knows firsthand.
Relaxing.
There's no relaxing. I know there's not, but you're having fun. I don't feel like I'm working on a day off. When I have off, when I'm not working, I don't feel like I'm working. I'm literally just having fun. Like I just feel that. I just do.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And I mean, I'm a firm believer, and I've said this a lot. I don't know if it was in one of my last videos or one of the ones coming out. I will tell you, everybody who says that they can't do it or is telling him they can't, like, your thinking has 1,000% to do with whether you succeed or fail. If you say that you can't do it, I bet you money you can't, because you don't think you can. And I was in a Facebook group, I think it was yesterday, and somebody told me there was no way I made the numbers I do part-time. Well, guess what? If you think I can't do it, I do. I'll tell you 110% I do. But if you think that I can't, that means you think you can't, and that means you're not going to. Like, if you think you can't do something, you can't. Like, I hustle like crazy, but I'm also a bum. Like, I chill out a lot. And people probably don't think I do, but I do. Like I said, I chill out with Dalton, and I relax. But when I do it, I go hard. If I'm listening, like, I'm like boom, 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 boom. And packing, same thing. Like, we can pack 50 things in less than an hour and a half. And that's including breakables.
I have a question.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Do it.
Super chat.
Not say thank you so much.
Don't say, Kat, this is for the future. Don't ever say sorry. Like, that's awesome. I really like that. Go ahead.
It's so cool. So Emily did the sound. Emily Conway. If you guys need graphics or something for your channel, Emily is amazing. She's in the chat in there. Emily did the sound for me, and then I put the videos together. And I have one for membership too, which is pretty cool. Dawn, it's okay that you fell asleep. You can hang out with us now. Look, he had to do it. He had to do it.
Super chat.
If you like dolphins.
Who doesn't love a dolphin?
Right? Yeah, you got to get some footage for me, Eric, for sure. Derek, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. I really appreciate that.
Amazing person. He sent me an ant farm. Like,
oh, I saw that video. I remember that.
Is there a cooler like gift than an ant farm? I don't think there is. Like, that's legit cool.
Emily says that's her voice and robot. Same super chat, just so you guys know.
So my thing was, I am planning on moving to Hawaii in the next 5 years the most.
Let's go, dude.
And I mean, it's always been my dream since the day I went there. And I don't know if I should keep like this selling business going. I mean, I know I should keep the YouTube going because people are going to watch, obviously. But I don't know. Like, what would you guys do if you moved to Hawaii?
I would think you could find super cool stuff. Like, couldn't you find like the Hawaiian shirts and all that? I would think. I've thought about, like, could I move to the islands and like do that? He's trying to turn my light off on me, so if you hear him cracking up, he's pulling over the tripod and turning off the light. Oh, so Carla's asking which island, but I would think, I mean, you can do it. I mail stuff to Hawaii all the time, so I wouldn't see why you couldn't.
Kauai, yes, Carla. Kauai.
That's crazy.
Kapa'a, or probably Kapa'a.
I took my girlfriend Destiny to Kauai. We went there for a whole week, man. We went there 2 years ago. Literally 2 years ago, right now.
It was not amazing, right?
Dude,
I mean, beautiful.
I would do anything just to go there again right now. I would do anything. Like, it was amazing. Amazing.
And you know what's crazy is like the prices to buy a condo right now are under $100,000.
Wow.
And
What's the cost of living though, Eric?
It's high.
it is high. It is high, but like with the trade that I have, I don't have a problem being paid livable wages plus having my store. So there's nothing really stopping me other than my kids are getting to the age of high school and they don't want to go to high school there. So I'm kind of stuck. I don't know how to say it, but I really, really want to go.
Man, you only live, Eric, I'm going to tell you one time, man. I say it all the time. You only live once, man. Even if I don't know what your strategy is, but even if you have to live there for 4 years or whatever it is, do it, man. Because you're going to look back and just be like, why didn't I do that? But
Exactly.
it's just, if you can do it, bro. I'm telling you right now, I don't even know you, bro, but I just know that, I have that passion because if I want to do something, I'm doing it. I don't care what anyone says to me because there's no looking back and there's always looking towards the future.
Can I get you to talk to my wife about that?
Dude, I'll talk to your wife for hours and hours on end, man. It's just, you only live once, Eric. Do it, bro. Do it.
Dude, I want it so bad. Like we went there last Christmas when we took the kids and they had the best time of their lives. Exactly.
Yep, there you go.
By this sign right here. Do it now, because if you don't do it now, if you don't list items, if you don't do what you're supposed to do in life, you're never gonna do it, man. Do it now, because only the days are gonna keep moving, man.
Somebody the other day told me they weren't happy right now and they haven't been happy. And I asked them, why are you not happy? Because if you're not happy right now, you never will be happy. Like it's like Joe Rogan said, if you're not happy right now, you never will be.
Exactly.
You have to find happiness in what you do right now every single day.
Yep.
That's true.
Julian, what do you think?
I would definitely go. I quit my job at 10 years just because I was unhappy and I had that same mindset. I said, I'm not happy now. I'm not going to be happy tomorrow. This is what I want to do. I know this is what I want to do. And so I did it. Because if I kept every day that I put it off, it weighed on me more and more. And I was just like, man, if I don't do it, well, then I was getting into the game. Well, I'll push it after this paycheck. I'll push it after this overtime gig so I can get more money. And then finally I was like, every day I'm here is just weighing on me. So I'm out. So I just got up the nerve and was like, I quit. So if you really want to, I would definitely do it.
And that's where I'm at.
Huge. That's a huge thing. So start planning now.
Exactly.
Where you can make it to that point is really planning. And when that point comes, then you can actually just do it and say, today's the day.
Yeah, it's big. It is a big.
Yes, that's pretty big.
Josh, it's definitely, but like Julian's saying, it's just, it's just him. He has his girlfriend. Joey, it's just him and Destiny. They don't have kids. Eric, if you planned it and your wife's on board and your kids like it, if you can figure it out, but I think you can keep the reselling going for sure. I bet you could find a bunch of different stuff. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff here in Florida. I don't know if Joey knows it, but we can go buy plants at Home Depot or something that people all around the country can't get, and we can sell them for 5 to 10 times the money.
Right.
You could sell cuttings of plants. There's probably, all this tropical stuff. Wood and the carving, the touristy type things, people buy them. I just sold Brad's saying driftwood. I sold a Hawaiian wood carved plate yesterday on Facebook Marketplace for $15, but that stuff that I bet's in shops there and stuff really cheap, so I bet there'd be a lot of different stuff.
And you know what, I just want to go for my personal happiness. just have to get the rest of my life in that mode. Healthcare over there pays like really, really good money. And anyway, that's my goal. That's my goal. And then
Yeah.
years I want to go.
So, oh my gosh, I know how to say that and I can't. So I'm not going to say your name, but she's saying she quit to take care of her dad who has cancer and happy to do it. She'll like, you never get that time back. And that's the thing with like me wanting to be home. Like Dalton's only going to be little once. When I had my other kids, I was in my 20s and I didn't care. I hate to say, I mean, I cared about him, but I was like, oh, I'm going to go out tonight. Here, go to your grandma, you know, but now I'm older. So like, I know like that time goes by really fast. And like she's saying, like, you can't get that back. And I don't know if Heidi is in here or not, but Flip with Heidi, the same thing. She's been taking care of her father. And it's just like your kids are only going to be small one time. If they enjoy it, you could do more stuff with them as long as you can pay your bills and keep them fed. You know what I mean? That's kind of the bottom line. Keep food in everybody's mouth and pay your bills.
Exactly. You know, I call her PC, but I can't say her name either. Peculiarity. I just can't say
it either. I didn't even try.
I just can't say it. And when she comes to my live, she said, call me PC. So I'll just call her PC now. But you know, I get goosebumps because, you know, family means everything to me. And, you know, just spending time with my family is just the pure moments of just life where you can't take that away. You know, I just, you know, I can talk about it for days and days and days where I just want it so bad. And I just need to set up myself like, you know, Eric, like you're saying, and Kat and Julian, all of you guys are just, I need to set myself up where I can be able to do that. And then I'm going full blown and I'm going to be making YouTube videos like crazy. Like it's just, my job is just holding me back. I just want it so bad. And I have the potential, man. I just do. I just want it. I could talk about it for hours.
Yeah,
I felt the same way, Joe. I felt like the job was holding me back. So, like I said, it was pretty crazy. Like, I mean, I had like, you know, that whole retirement thing. I had a pretty good one, and all types of days built up and stuff. But you get to a point where it's just like, it doesn't really matter. Like, I understand it does. Like, I get when you put personal happiness outweighs all that. Once you figure that out, everything else can kind of comes in on its own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, so personal happiness was it.
Just listen to this. Imagine me and Julian right now. You know, my girl works 9 to 5. I work 9 to 5. And just imagine if I went sourcing with my girl every day. Or, you know, just think about that. Or you're going to work and I'm in a mail truck by myself delivering mail. I'm on the phone talking to my dad, my mom, you know, her when she's on her lunch break. But just imagine if you were doing that with my mom or with my dad, or just saying like, hey, you know, I call my girl Des. Her name's Destiny. I say, Des, let's go have a great day. Let's go out to lunch. You know, let's enjoy being together. Why do we have to be separate and think that society can tell you, oh, you need a 9 to 5 job with health insurance and all that? No, man. It's not cool. I don't think that's how people should live. Personally, I don't know why people think it's just you're like a robot. Like you just need to go to work every day, same route, same this, same that. No, man, change your life up. Change it up to all the people in here. I don't even know how many people are in here. That you guys were saying 100, but 99 to all the 99 of you in here. Make a change. And I'm not saying go do something nuts, but you know, do it now.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, go ahead.
This picture right here. Was the reason that I decided to go to Hawaii and live my life. I got this picture for $1 at a yard sale, and that person right there, like that's just amazing to me. So,
yeah.
I hear you, man.
And that's awesome. And it's just those little things, man. Like this sign. I look at the sign every time I open that door. Do it now. Because when else are you going to do it?
Never.
You're not. You're just what my dad says. You're too comfortable. That's what he says to me, Joey. You're too comfortable right now. You have the car of your dreams. You have the house that you've always wanted. You know, you're with Destiny, but let's do something more. Let's get bigger, but not feel that you're I don't want to be like a person where I grow a YouTube channel and I just like, I don't know. I want to talk to everybody. I want to make someone's day. I want to provide happiness to other people. I know reselling. Dalton, what's up, buddy? I know that it can happen. Life is just too short. Go have fun. Go have fun. That's it. That's all I have to say.
I was with that. I quit my job.
Yeah.
I was like, you can do it, man. Trust me, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Dude, I have dreams about it. I literally have dreams about me just saying, yo, Jerry, you quit my job. Like, that's it. Like, I just, dude,
Well,
it'll come. It'll come.
And you're so young. You got so much time. Like, you have, you know what I'm saying? I'm considerably older than you. And you can do it.
You're young enough to do that. Like, I'm 40, but you are young enough.
Yeah. I'm looking at things different,
I wish I had that mindset when I was 23, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was in the I need a job, I need this, I need to do this. This is this is exactly what needs to play out. And I had that mindset all the way up until like 31 or 30. Yeah, probably 31. And then I started to change a little bit and I was like, this is dumb. Like, this is this. And I was like, I don't have kids. Like, why am I so structured in my life?
Right.
Like, right? Like, it was ridiculous. I was like, I don't need, I have a cool girlfriend. And I was like, I don't know why I am so structured. I don't have to be. So, yeah, but I wish I had that mindset at the age of 23. I don't know where I'd be.
So this is basically how this all happened. And I don't want to call out my ex, my ex-girlfriend, but hey, we're here, we're talking about it. I graduated high school and I was a baseball player and I wanted to be a professional baseball player. I wanted to go to college. I didn't have the money to do it. It's impossible. Why would you want to be in debt and go do something that maybe you're not going to make it, into being a professional baseball player? I did that and I just was like, you know what? That's not for me. So I went to fire school. I wanted to be a firefighter. I had my ex, their parents were like, be a firefighter, you'll have a great job, blah, 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 blah. And I went to fire school, like I did it all. I got my EMT, my fire school, everything. And literally I just wasn't happy. I didn't like seeing people like pass away. I just can't do it. I'll cry with the people, wasn't for me. I went back to my like high school job. I worked at like a go-kart place, like a fun place, happy with all the kids and stuff. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, I need to grow up. I need to do this. And, I went back, I was going to go back to fire school. And then I got a job at the post office. And, what I want to get to is my ex's parents was telling me that I had to go back to school. Like, I had to go to school and get that 9-to-5 job, not like being a firefighter, but like go to school and go get a career. And it's like, school is not everything. To me, I hated school. It didn't teach me nothing. It didn't, and now like looking back at it, I just can't wait to prove them wrong. Like,
they want a stability for their daughter.
Right. Exactly. But I just want to prove to them that I did it without any type of schooling. I cannot wait to they don't see me, but you know what I mean? But I just so psychologically, my brain knows that I did that and I could provide for myself and many other people in my life in the future. So I just cannot wait for that. Sorry. I know I'm ranting about my life, but I just, we're talking about it. So
I appreciate it. I'm like, no, for one, I like helping people. And for two, it's like, that's what we're here for, is to teach everybody in the chat how our reseller life is going. So whatever it takes, man. If you got to be real, be real.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to tell you guys this live. I just sold the other wheelchair for $300. I just accepted an offer.
Damn,
So
$300
pack a
for a
wheelchair.
wheelchair?
time to pack a wheelchair again. We paid $25 for it, and we
Where's
will
it
figure
going?
out how to put it in a box. California, of course, it can never go broke.
Yeah, it's such a long way.
It's calculated.
It doesn't
Oh,
fail.
that's got to be like a lot.
It fits, Joey. It fits FedEx.
Okay, my guy sells me chairs for $5 a piece.
These were like special ones, Eric. Here, hold on. I'll tell you the name of this one. I Googled them because they were on the medical auction I bid on all the time. And this one that just sold is called a Quickie 2 Light. And I think the other one, they're for, I think, pediatrics. They're like lightweight ones where people that need to transport children or smaller individuals, they're like really lightweight. That's my husband's comment up there for those of you who didn't read that and see. He apparently was in the chat, even though he's like 10 feet away. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Super chat.
Super chat.
He's coming back. Aaron, thank you. Yeah, so no, I got a Chewy box, so I know I'm talking with my mouth full, but we got the dog's food from Chewy, and that's a big box. Last time it took 3 big boxes, Frankenbox together to ship the last wheelchair.
That was smaller.
And this one's smaller than the last one. So very carefully, Carla, very carefully. This is not something you could teach because it would be different for every single wheelchair. We basically find a base that the wheelchair will sit into. I don't go through taking it apart. You could, but I don't feel like learning how to do it when I can just build a box around it. They're not giant because they're, kid size. Mm-hmm. Brad says you send it and pray. The last one made it to New Mexico in perfect condition. Dave, yeah, I work tomorrow.
She always works after the live. So that's what I always remember.
I do. I work Sundays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So I have 2 weekends. I am off Friday, Saturday, and I am off Monday, Tuesday. So I get double weekends. That's the schedule that I found that I like, that I've been doing almost a year now. I like it a lot.
Well, from one healthcare worker to another, I really appreciate you. So,
yeah, what do you do, Eric?
So I am in like materials management. Take care of all the IV pulls, the brains, the side modules, the PCA pumps.
So for us, it's like, we call it EDC, like Equipment Distribution Center.
Yeah, so that plus I do all the supplies like needles, drugs, everything.
Okay.
With me, so it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot.
Super chat.
Candy Flips, thank you. You guys, I'm gonna have to I'll have to tip Brad for shipping the wheelchair because I was home last time when the last one sold, but I will not be home tomorrow. They have not paid, by the way, so hopefully they pay.
They're not gonna pay till Thursday night when you're home.
Brad says they'll pay Thursday night, so I'll be home.
Tell her, Brad.
Both of us. It took both of us last time to ship it. What is that, Eric? Show us. I'm gonna make him big.
Yeah.
If anybody's into silver dollars, half dollars,
White work.
Oh, better go see.
I'm about to auction this off. It's got like every denomination from like every year, and I hope to offer to a friend because I really like this book. So if you'd like to see that, follow my page and I'm going to auction it off.
Yeah,
Nice.
definitely follow is Dave. It's money. You should know the difference between makeup and money.
He knows.
Come on. I know I have to give him a hard time. Ashley Rose, I don't think I've seen you in here before, so thank you for coming and hanging out with us for sure.
What's up, Ashley?
Thrift Raider is in the house. Look, see, other people thought it was makeup too. It's not just Dave. We'll give him a little
Really?
break. Money.
Money.
Nice little
Dalton
silver.
likes money.
silver
Silver.
eyeshadow.
So Dalton got 3 piggy banks because I was looking for him one and like I got flooded because I posted it out to the community. So now he has 3, but his Paw Patrol one he can break into. So we aren't putting money in that anymore. And then Ethan, Junior Capitalist, sent him his old one. Ethan sent Dalton his piggy bank from when he was a child. So that one is ceramic and up on the shelf. So we help him put that. And then the other one is a really cool silver plate little vintage pig. And that one he can't break into. It has a screw. So that's his main piggy bank. But Brad installed new vents in the roof the other day, and there was $1 up on top of our entertainment center, and it blew it off. And Dalton like grabbed it and running around, monies, because now a penny or $1 to him is the same thing. But he was very, very excited about his monies.
Money.
See, then we would have had 4 piggy banks. But I think it would be kind of cool. We can get him that'll be his collection. He can collect piggy banks, but then I'll have to give him monies to put in all
To
of
put in the piggy banks. Yeah.
Just give these.
Yeah. So Ethan also sent a costume for Dandy for the new puppy. He sent me a costume that was his dog's costume. It's like a scuba diver costume for a dog. It's really cute. She's not quite big enough yet, but she's growing really fast. So I'll have to put a picture up of Dandy in the costume. So Ethan is super nice. It was awesome that he sent that.
If I must say, Ethan's dad has been really, really a good friend of mine. Like, I don't really know them very well, but he called me late one night. We talked for over 30 minutes, and he actually created the logo on Dante from Prison to Profit, like his shirt. That logo, he created that. So very grateful for that. It's just awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. I remember you telling me about that he would help him. Yeah. He messaged me. He's really nice when we did the little video, like like what do you call it? Like the compilation. And was super nice. And then I got my
the song we did.
The song. And then I got my Junior Capitalist mug.
That's how I follow me.
And he sent it to me as a thank you, which is amazing. It's very, very nice of Ethan.
Well, we were in that video and I said, Kat, you got to follow me because I was in that video with you. And so
I know, and I didn't know. That is how I found Eric. And I watched it, but there were like so many people. It's so hard. And I'll say this again, because I'm like super behind on watching a lot of people's videos. There's so many amazing channels out there. And I'm subscribed to, I think, almost 130. And I'm lucky if I get to watch like 3 videos a day. So if half of them put one out, I'm missing most of them. So I apologize. Listen.
Super chat.
Dave, are you saying Emily is 87 years old?
That was awesome.
Monday night.
Happy Tuesday. I like that name, Thrifty Loohoo. That's
I
fun
love
to say.
that name.
Thrifty Loohoo.
That's a good one.
Jake is in here. Hello, Yakov.
Yaakov. I mean,
Yakov is another nurse, which is awesome. We have the Nurses of Reselling live show was a fun one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's super hard Like, so don't, like, I used to, I will not lie. Like, I used to take it personally. Like when I have like lower amount of subs, if I'm like watching people's videos and they weren't watching mine. But now, because I don't take it personally. Like, if you don't have the time, you don't have the time. And I understand that, especially people that are putting time into creating their own videos. That takes up so much more time that that's less time that we have to watch. I need to get like where we could pack in the shed, like Kevin Commonwealth. I don't know if he's still in here and still packing, but he has his TV in the shed. So like if we're pulling orders, we could like pop up some videos and watch something while we're pulling, which would, that way you could kind of accomplish two things at once. Bye, Noel. Thank you again for the super chats. I greatly appreciate them. Get some rest and sell some more stuff. I hope your sales go up.
It's been a rough day. Sales are low.
111 in the chat, guys. Hit the thumbs up for me if you have not, and definitely subscribe to these two guys. And Julian, I forget Julian because Julian's always here. Subscribe to Julian.
Yeah.
Julian's coming up on 700 subscribers. We need to get him to 1,000 by the end of the year, guys. I think we can do it. So definitely subscribe to Julian. Dan, I would like to come visit your pool. I mean, I would like to come visit. He's got like the most amazing. When we first started talking, he like sent me a picture because they were waiting on it to be built. Have you seen his pool, Joey?
Yeah, I've seen his house. Just his backyard looks absolutely amazing. It's so beautiful.
That's where Kermit moved up. Kermit moved in with Dan.
I cannot wait to go there.
What am I missing?
OSP.
Yeah, Chris, it's impossible to watch everybody. And like the more you're in the community, the more people and a lot of people are starting channels. And like I love to support the smaller channels and kind of give them feedback to help them grow. But then like if you're watching the smaller channels and giving them feedback, then you're missing, your regular guys that you normally would watch. And it's hard.
Here's I have one big timer that I watch, and everybody else is my friend. All the small timers that I met when I first started, I still pop in, I comment, and I say, "Hey, what's up?" I watch the entire thing, but I try to be like a true fan friend. And I don't know. Does that make sense?
No, it does make sense. It's hard, man. You can't do everything, It's just there's not enough time in the day. If you just pick one person and just watch, for a whole day and catch up. I mean, it's hard. I mean, I do it at my job. When I get on the route, I just put on everybody. I put on boom, 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 and I just try to listen to everyone's video. At least, we follow so many people now. It's just so hard.
It's crazy. I do the same, which is only, like I said, I only work 3 days a week. But like my hour drive in, my hour drive home, I always am listening to videos or listening to a live. And then my lunch hour, and if work's slow or like while I'm charting my stuff for work, I put YouTube videos on in the background. And, we'll kind of listen to them, and then I can comment too. Joey, I commented on the Triple Thrift podcast. I had that playing in the background the other day at work while I was charting. So for me, I get more YouTube time at work rather than when I'm at home.
If you're watching, go and watch hours.
Listen, Tracy.
That's a decent one. That one.
Dude, Eric,
Yeah.
my favorite snack is pretzels.
Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Dude. I like the Annie Ann's pretzels at like the mall that you go to. Oh
yeah.
Oh, that's Like on my birthday, I say I have to go get a pretzel. Like, you know, I always do that.
Dude, when I'm flying, I did a lot of traveling for my job, and Annie Ann's was everywhere.
Dude, that's
So-
like heaven for me.
Oh, so good.
Is that how it was? I think.
Yeah.
So I think for whatever reason, I go tin can cat like every 45 minutes, every time. It happens all the time.
I know I was going to say something, but everyone's been saying it.
We make do.
Listen, they were giving me hard time last week, Joey.
You know, it's okay. And I like it because
Yeah, I
a
can
lot of
take it
people say
too. Like, bring it on, you know, whatever.
Adam, you're awesome, man. If you guys haven't seen two dudes picking, they have a really good setup when they do their lives. I really enjoy them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's always
Richard,
fun.
if I'm making you dizzy and you know I leave, then close your eyes till I come back and swap everybody around to where we're supposed to be. If I leave, know that I'm coming back and it's going to be all wonky. Yeah, two dudes picking is more talking too. So a lot of those talking ones where I don't feel like I need to see it are great, you know, for background when you're like at work to play, like instead of music, you know. I've tried ear pods and I can't find any that are comfortable for me. I wish I could, because then I just keep it on like one in all day and just go with it.
Yeah, I have a really great earbud. I'll send you the link on Instagram.
Okay.
Because like I had a really hard time. I can't do AirPods or anything like that.
Yeah, they like hurt my ears. Leroy, I like, and I think probably Joey has already learned this as well, especially with lives and premieres. There's so many of us. You're gonna drop on top of somebody and you're gonna be on at the same time as somebody else. And it is what it is. Like, it's not disrespect. And like I said, when I first started, I'd be like, what are they doing? They know I'm,
I know.
but you know,
Kat
it's
used
whatever.
Kat used to message me. Kat used to message me, drop her link, and be like, "Joey, please come in right now." I'm like, "Okay."
Like, this is like no subs, like, you know. Carla, I started back into reselling. I've been reselling off and on for 20 years, but I started back into reselling in May of last year. So I'm at about a year and a half in, and coming up in 2 weeks is my 1 year anniversary on YouTube. December 2nd of 2019 is when I posted my first video. So I am right at a year on YouTube. And I see you asking how any of us, sorry, Dalton's being ridiculous. I'll ask this question. I will tell you, and if you've been watching me for a while, you know I am very, very loyal to Matt at Part-Time Pickers. He is probably my favorite channel, and Matt and I were actually talking on eBay through messages, and Matt suggested I make a YouTube. So Matt at Part-Time Pickers is who told me I should make a YouTube channel, and I did it. And I made my first video, and Matt messaged me, and somebody else had already told me because it was in like vertical instead of horizontal. And he's like, hey, and I'm like, no, somebody already told me. So Matt has been very helpful to me throughout all this. And Matt and I chat off and on, and have kept touch through all of it. And I appreciate Matt pushing me into it, really. And then I'll post Carla's question where the rest of you guys can answer this. Oh, I already had it up there. Okay, you guys go.
How I started was, you know, with Rally Roots, and then Harry Tornado. Harry Tornado just inspired me, like, just to do it. And me and Kat kind of started at the same time. We kind of grew together, which was pretty awesome. But like I said, Harry Tornado was he's like my best friend right now, so it's pretty cool. But I love him as a person. Without eBay, YouTube, anything, I just love the dude hands down. It's just so much fun to hang out. It's cool. That's how I started.
Eric, how'd you start?
What's that?
When and how did you start YouTube, or why? Yeah.
Me next. Okay, so straight up, last year I found myself out of a job. I had started listing on eBay, and then like I had no idea. I had no idea that like this was a thing on YouTube to be like a reseller. And I honestly thought that like it should be a secret thing. You know what I mean? Like I didn't think people would like share that. Does that make?
Yeah, it makes total sense. Yep.
And so for the first like 2-3 months, I made like some really, really big mistakes. I didn't do things the right way. I think the first person that I really felt on his channel was Matt, and we are friends now. And so yeah, it's been a crazy ride since then. But I decided that I was like, you know what, I want to show people that this is possible without screwing up like me, because I did screw up. Like I really did. And it was bad. Like I had to have a yard sale and sell a bunch of crap. So that's my story. What about you?
I started like 7 months ago, and I did it for like other knowledge, to get in and to do stuff and talk to people and get to know them and exactly what they're doing. Because like I said, I started not knowing anything on eBay. So, and I still don't know much. Like I'm a year in and still have no idea half the time what I'm doing. So I did it just to meet people and learn from everybody else. And I try to bring some sort of content, but I just do a lot of what's sold because that's all I got.
But I mean, what solds are in, I'm going to address Richard, and then RL Vintage, I'm going to pop your question up for everybody too. If you guys have been with me through all of this, I was doing a video every day for months, and it got to the point where, and most of my videos are what sold, and I'm lucky that I have enough items selling that I can make these full videos out of a day of sales. I have 15 to 20 items going out in a day. Yesterday we shipped out almost 50 items. So I have that. But what happened when I was doing a video every single day, I wasn't putting the time into eBay, and my sales started falling. And I was like struggling for content, and I'm like, okay, I gotta stop making these videos every day. And I went down to my 3-day-a-week schedule, which I've stuck to since then. I do Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, and then this live, so 4 times a week. But just those 3 extra days, not having to worry about, everybody's expecting a video from me every day. And it did, I think it did help me build my channel and get to where I'm at. But I will tell you also, and this is going to go into RL Vintage's question, the first 3 months that I was on YouTube, I was in chats every minute I was awake. I was on everybody's live. I was in chats. I was in premieres. I was watching videos. I was commenting. And the biggest way to grow your audience is to be present in the community. I use Instagram a lot, posting, my what solds, and try to bring people to my YouTube through that. It doesn't always cross over though. You can have a ton of Instagram followers and none on YouTube, and vice versa. I know Anthony Froggy Flips just hit 8,500 subs over here on YouTube, but I think I have more followers than him on Instagram. It doesn't cross over. They're 2 different platforms, but the biggest way to grow it is being present in the community. And you have to make sure your videos are offering something. They're either offering information, education, entertainment. Like Joey's got like this insane like energy, and he's like, and like, I'm not like that. I'm like, okay, here I am. Here's what sold. And and if you watch my older videos, I have grown for sure since a year ago in the way I'm presenting and just how comfortable I am on camera. if you go back and watch anybody's video, I don't know if Kevin's still in here. I went back and watched Kevin, Commonwealth Picker's first video a few days ago and commented on it. I'm like, I want to see like where everybody's coming from. So I was like going back and watching tons of people's first videos, because if you either have been there or if you go back and watch first videos, you'll see all of us started somewhere. Like my first video compared to my videos now is like night and day. You get more comfortable and you have to go where your audience wants. And Dave Tesla Picker and I were talking the other day, for whatever reason, my sourcing videos don't do that well. Either I don't know how to record them or what, but people like my what sold videos. That's just, you know, become my thing, which is fine by me. But I would like, and I might do what sold more, you know, in the future. Not what sold. Listen, I'm like, what sold. I might do more sourcing videos in the future, but you got to see, because like, Matt and Kevin both now have like their sourcing channel and their, you know, what sold channel. They've split it because I really think that audience, even though some of it's the same, a lot of it's different. Like the same people don't like watching garage sales that like watching what sold. So
somebody is like watching the kid.
Yes, and I've been watching Anthony and Ben hanging around Froggy Flip's channel since early on, and he actually won my 500 subscriber giveaway. Anthony has been a subscriber on my channel. Sorry. He's been a subscriber on my channel for a long time. I want to pop this question back up if I can find it, guys, and you guys can answer how you feel as far as, because I'm going to mute this child and let you guys talk.
I have no idea, because I mean, I have, this live has made my subscribers go up. That's about the only thing. And I would say consistency, right, Joey? Like maybe like doing stuff consistent. I'm very inconsistent posting stuff.
Yeah, it's being consistent, and I really wish that I had the time to be consistent, because, you know, I do my lives every Monday nights at 9. And then I try to post one video per week, you know. I really need to do a lot more videos, because I love YouTube. And when I make a video, I just go all out and I just have fun. And like you said, being consistent is the main key. Just like Tesla Picker like says, just post a video, like just do it, you know. I'm really going to start getting into the habit of start making videos consistently, because I want to grow my YouTube channel, because I love it. I love YouTube. I love when people comment and say like, hey, this is how I would do something if you're going to go full time, or just getting these little aspects of just comments that just, even if they're negative, it just makes me say, all right, man, that's cool. You know, I want to hear what everyone has to say. And that's why I love doing my lives, because people come in just like this and just speak their mind, and I can talk to them right here, which is awesome.
So I haven't seen your channel. Is it just about reselling?
Yeah, it's just about reselling. But what I want to do in the future is to make like a motivational kind of content as well. I've always wanted to be like some type of motivational speaker, and tell the people that you can do some things in life, and not have to worry about other things that we've talked about. But it's just, I love YouTube because it's about you. It's not about someone else. It's not about your coworkers. It's about you. And that's what I enjoy the most, because I can make my own content and people will love it, you know, hopefully.
Yeah. No, that's legit, man. I'm glad you have a passion. You obviously have two passions, you know, and it seems like you're there with both of them. So congrats, man.
Thanks, man. It's just that I just want that freedom. Like, that's why I love YouTube, is just to be free, and just make your own content. I was going to say something, but I just totally forgot. It was really good, but it'll come back.
It'll come back. Thrift Raider, I like so I've finally gotten, and I'm like very happy with where my channel's at. I'm getting like 1,000 views within 24 hours on
Congrats
almost
to that.
every video I do, but I still get duds. Julian knows I'll be like, man, 10 to 10. Like I
10
messaged
to 10.
Julian, I'm like, you know, I was due for it. So all of us get ones that like, for whatever reason, people don't respond to. And that's like, I watched D Nimmin and Nick Nimmin, and I've shared that with any of the content creators that I talk to. And that's one of the things, you have to find a mix between what you want to do and what your subscribers want to see, because they aren't always going to want to see what you want to show them. And you got to find that balance. Like I love doing what sold. I'm happy to do what sold all the time, but I just started doing like my $50 and higher items, $100 and higher items, because a lot of people don't care about my $5 and $10 sales. That's just the reality of it. I'm not taking it personal. I don't care. But reality of reselling, at least my reselling, is that I have $10 and $20 items of regular, and that's how I make $10,000 a month. You know, but not everybody wants to see that, or they're seasoned and they're looking for higher dollar items that they can be on the lookout for. So that's where I'm kind of trying to tailor it to know those people that can't watch all the time. They don't have time to watch 3 times a week, but if once a month I put out this high what sold video, they're going to watch, you know, so they might not have time for all of the other stuff. And I don't know if like having like a little sourcing channel, if I, you know, get through my death pile, because I'm very sparingly on the sourcing right now. So I wouldn't have that content to put out. And like Froggy Flips, almost all of his is garage sales and everybody loves it. Like his channel is like booming. He is doing amazing and I'm really happy for him. He's a great guy. And same with like Matt and Kevin, like people love their garage sale stuff. So I don't know if I just haven't got the hang of it yet, which is possible because I haven't done that many sourcing videos, or if my viewers as an overall whole just want to see what sold, which is fine too, you know, because I don't mind not wearing a backpack in Florida in 90-degree weather when I'm at a garage sale to have a GoPro on.
Sure.
When people can gain something from you or your channel, they're going to watch.
Right. There's something, whether it's entertainment or education.
Right.
See, like that's where me and Kat are like, she will be very informative, and me, I'm just like, let's go, like, you know, like,
right. But everybody's got to have their own thing, you know. You got to be you. You can't be somebody else. You might take pieces, you know, of like the channels you like and the channels you look up to, but you're not them. You got to be you. You know,
and being genuine,
like you. Yeah.
And being genuine is just the way to do it. Cause I'm not going to fake myself and be like, cause I don't feel like I'm a very smart person. I'm more of like the entertainer. This is what I wanted to say, is that I want to take your life away and I want you to come watch my video and just smile. That's all I want. I just want you to have a great time watching my video. That's all I want, is you to enjoy it, you know? So
look, Dave, how's your short doing? Dave did a short. So if you don't know, YouTube has that new short thing where you do like a vertical video for under a minute and hashtag shorts. And he had like 1,000 views. Dave, how's it doing now? He said he was giving it a day and then he was going to pull it. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. Me and Dave talk all the time. He probably heard more than he wanted to hear today. We talked quite a bit today.
How do you get his attention? Because I've tried texting and he won't reply.
I don't know. Dave, pay attention to Eric. Dave and I Dave came in close to me and Joey. Like Dave has grown with us as well.
Yeah.
Hi kid, I don't know. He's like, man, why'd you do that, Dad?
You look like Dalton with no shirt on.
Dalton had shorts on today. That's like improvement, right? He never had shorts on either.
Usually it's just a diaper.
I know. He's learning how to dress himself, so he'll put on like a boot and a sandal on the wrong feet. Earlier, he was wearing like one rain boot and his shirt was inside out. And I'm like, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, he did it himself, so he's learning. But anyway, Eric, I've known Dave for months. I've known Dave since I first started and right when he first started.
We all started around the same time. Me, you, Tesla Picker.
Where did Julian go?
He's like, I'm out.
I checked today. I started 11 months ago.
So you started right when I did. I
Yeah.
started December.
Why is everybody else so
So what?
so far ahead of me? I'm only up to like 800 subs.
So I'll tell you, I know a lot of people that started like years before me that are way behind me. I like would say watch D and Nick. They give like great advice. Like I have my channel lined up like with my playlist. Like you want to get people to watch more. I always forget to ask people to subscribe and share. Like I have to make myself be like, oh, like the video, hit subscribe, hit share.
Yeah.
Dave's saying you went to his other folder. That happens to me all the time and I don't see stuff. Yeah, like Marsha's saying she only has 77. So for as many people, Richard, close your eyes.
I mean, I also know that some people are like more likable than others, and obviously they're going to get more subs. And that might be the case.
So homeschooling Picker and myself, and I've told Julian this, I told you to close your eyes, Richard. I was talking to Rebel Junk about this, Aaron. So you can get like all, and it's kind of crazy because now I can help give people bumps. Like I gave Richard and I shared Aaron's video as well. And bigger people can give you all the bumps you want, but if you don't hold their attention, then it doesn't matter. I saw people gain like 1,000 subs in a month, and the next month they were negative on like their gain or loss.
Mhm.
So you can get those shout outs and like people will see you. I know Kayla got a shout out from Matt, just like I did. I've gotten a couple of shout outs from Matt, and on my trailer for my YouTube channel is actually Matt is giving me a shout out. I had 114 subscribers and I went from 114 to over 200 in less than 8 hours. But and that's when I started pumping the videos out every day. I'm like, no, if somebody's sending me these subscribers, like I'm going to give them something to watch. I don't, because I didn't want to lose them. And like Leroy saying to support and go in, I literally, from the moment I got up till the moment I went to sleep, I was in everybody's chat.
Yeah,
and I was supporting everybody.
Me and Kat were in every chat you could ever think of.
But it took away from my eBay business. So it's like, what do you want to grow? You have to decide. Like at that point, I wasn't getting paid. I didn't start making money from YouTube until May. So all of those months I was spending hours and hours and hours in YouTube chats. I was getting nothing financially from it. Nothing.
Yeah, me and Kat were like, this person's live, and we would just run in there.
We would message each other, and we would be in all the lives, and we would be everywhere. Yeah, Vinny. So I have a little commercial I try and input, but I don't want to be like too spammy to people. I'm like, hey guys, like, subscribe, share, and join my channel. Tracy, it kind of always does, and I'm okay with that. This is, I mean, it's for learning, but like I like hanging out with everybody and we just go where the conversation takes us. What were we talking about? Whoa, Eric. What were we talking about last week that was like insane? It was something ridiculous. Julian, what was it? Like dogs or something? I don't know. It was something.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Listen, Leroy has 71 subscribers and no videos.
And no videos. That's insane.
So does my girlfriend.
How long it took me to get 71 subscribers?
Cajun Reseller will like shout out Destiny, and I'm like, she doesn't even make YouTube content. I love it.
So she'll have like all of these. I make 3 videos a week. 2 are typically what sold. Sometimes 3 are, and then I'll do like a teaching, or I did like my compilation of my higher dollar items for my third video. Yeah, Chris like shot up on the 129 yard sale. His channel like went flying through the roof.
Yep.
So the craziest thing, and like Primetime Treasure gave me a really good bump when I did my interview on his channel. I gained 150 subs in 2 days, but same thing, you got to hold them. And like Dom, he like has a video that went viral, and you never know which video it's going to be. His is one of like his earliest videos, and it's really short, so it like doesn't make him money, and it has like thousands and thousands of views. No, so I'm not saying that shout outs don't help, but I'm saying that they don't mean crap if you don't have content. You can get all those subscribers, but once you have 1,000, your subscribers don't matter. Your views do.
Yep.
You don't get paid on how many subscribers you have. You get paid by how many people view your channel.
Mm-hmm.
So once you've hit that 1,000 and you're monetized, it really, I mean, like, yeah, we love to see our subscriber count going up, but it amounts to nothing. So if you send all these people to your channel, it doesn't matter if they're not watching. You'd never get your watch hours to get monetized if they're not watching. If they just come because somebody told them to come and they don't like your content, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't really add up to anything, if that makes sense.
I would hope that like nobody that is big time would shout out somebody that is not watchable. Like I can see them saying like thank you or this or that, but don't tell anybody to go watch their channel if they're not watchable, right? I mean,
and
I don't know. That's just
I will tell you, and I'm not going to say
kind of what
anything,
I'll do.
that I have seen multiple channels get shouted out that I do not feel like are worth watching. And those are also the channels that I watch go negative in their sub count the next month.
Yeah.
You get this. All in all of the whole entire thing is you get what you put into it. That's Emily's saying Emily's been here since the beginning of mine as well. Like I was pushing, and like sometimes I was like grasping for content, and it was hard.
What did you talk about every day?
I don't even know.
Like, I do this for a living. I look around, I was like, I can't talk about what I do every day. I do the same thing.
Well, I'm not
listing this. I'm listing something else.
But then what happened is my eBay sales started falling because I was putting time into videos and not into listing and eBay. So the eBay sales started falling, and I had nothing to put into my content.
I told Kat, I was like, you need to slow down. Like she was making like 7 videos a day. Like I was like, can you just stop? Like worry about your eBay, you know?
Yeah, and it suffers.
Yeah.
It would have to.
It does. It does. It suffers.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the hard thing. Like the commercials, I'll tell you guys, I don't watch commercials because I have YouTube Premium. I pay $9.99 a month, and I don't ever see a commercial. But you can get, like, people still get money from you if you're YouTube Premium. They get 1% of your monthly subscription if you watch them.
You know what's
so
crazy?
They still get something.
I have just a regular YouTube account, and I've never seen an ad on my YouTube. I don't know.
Joey, what you need to do, and I did this the other day, Dante, you get paid off ad revenue, but in order for people to see ads, they have to watch. That's where I'm saying your subscribers don't matter if they're not watching. I get more views than channels with 10,000 subscribers, and I'm only at, 3,500. So I'm making more with 3,500 subs than people with 10,000 subs are making. And like the commercials, and it's awesome. And I don't know if you're in the chat, and I don't even remember the name, so don't hate me. But she messaged me and said, I watched through all your commercials so you can get extra, which is cool. Like people realize that like we are making money off of them watching our commercials. So some people will be like, oh, I'm going to watch through all your commercials, which is awesome. But I mean, like, you don't have to do that. But Joey, go onto a website, like go and sign out of Google and then pull up your videos and watch it. And then you'll see the commercials. I did that the other day at work.
Hmm.
Don't sign in as you.
Oh, okay.
Be
I
not
know what
signed
you're
in.
saying. I know what you're saying.
I'm trying to see. Yeah,
Dante's coming back to Florida.
Dante, you didn't come see me when you were in Florida, and you probably drove right past me because
He
I'm
probably
further
did.
than Joe.
When he went he came up, he probably went right past you.
Yeah, so Chris is saying he got shouted out early on and he wasn't ready. Like, you got to be prepared. You don't know. Like Redneck Resale got shouted out by Renee from Storage Wars, who has like tons of subs. And then all of a sudden his channel went through the, like, you don't know who's watching you. You don't know who's watching us right now. We're fixing to, who left now? Eric. Everybody's just leaving. We do need to get off though. We're like 20 minutes past, which is way bad. Tommy and Tracy, are you guys live after us tonight?
Yeah, he just went live.
Okay, so let me, hold on, I'm gonna try and find it. Can anybody, Dave, Art, Dan, can somebody share Tommy's live stream chat? It's okay, Hypey Gold, come next week. We're like really late on. We should not still be on.
Yeah.
We should be in Tommy's.
We just had such a great chat.
We did.
About whatever.
About life, really.
Really, this
There
was
are
all
9
about
people
life.
watching.
It was all about
I'm going to put this in. They're like, Kat, we ain't waiting for you anymore. Here is where we are going, you guys. We are going to hop off, and next Tuesday, 8 p.m., we will be here again. Definitely subscribe to these guys. Chris, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Well, why are you not a mod? Hold on, I'll make you a mod. Let me make Dan a mod, and then we are going to sign out of here. Subscribe to Joey and Eric and Julian if you have not yet, and we will see you guys next Tuesday.